haven't seen your eyes. Oh, lovely.
And then, but then it's going to, don't jump on yet, it's going to get staticky because the Instagram one. So this one.
Yeah, she has.
Mine.
Yours. Vic. This from a curio shop.
I got it when I was 21. I've had it.
21, bro. It's
I've had
time
it for
for
9
new
years.
wallet.
I've had it for 9 years.
Okay, should we start?
Yeah, he's starting this.
I'm starting the stream right now.
4 minutes. Me, once I'm gone from here, I'm gone.
You're gone, I guess you.
And then my only focus is here and social.
As soon as it says apply changes. This is IG. Let's check IG. So I have it running in the background. So as soon as they're like, you can start. Sorry. Oh, start stream.
Is it a software or an app?
It's software. You can see it? Cool. Alright. And then Facebook. Stop autocorrecting. Anyways, this is enough. We just need to go live. Fuck everything else. Boom. Alright. Facebook. Alright. So when they say action, we'll start moving on that. Working on the next. Yeah, so yeah.
That's not our font, I don't.
It's just filling in, it's just to fill in the space because it's a vertical.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. No one's going to stream. We haven't even sent the streams out. Do you send them to Shishi so she can social?
Kuna kamera decimal unaweza tumia for photos.
Ati?
Kuna kamera decimal unaweza tumia for
Oh.
photos kuweka kwa Twitter.
Wacha nikuje nitampata. Asante. Fuck. Listen to me, man.
Really want to start, Phil?
I'm sending them to her right now. Just working as fast as the laptop will let me. I'm sending her the links right now.
No, but come on, an hour later.
If you want to stream an empty stage, we can. If you want to stream an empty stage, we can.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Absolutely. Let's. Do you want the links first? Or do you want us to go live first?
I'm just going to use the bathroom.
Do you want the links first, or do you want us to go live first? He's in the classroom. Let me send you the links.
Yeah, just send me the link.
Yeah.
Then if it's static, I can turn it off. Right? See if it's static, then I can just turn it off.
Actually,
Let's not gamble, yeah?
yeah, let's not gamble.
Although I'd rather we gamble right now than in the middle of
Then later, yeah, actually, let's do that real quick. You're doing a battery switch, right?
Yeah, let me-
Cool.
Yeah, they'll charge everything.
What size? But I'll search it.
Yeah.
Easy, yeah, got it. In that case, see, we have 3 batteries now. So yeah, put this one, push yours in first. I'll keep it going.
Phil, I don't think you like ready for me.
Okay.
But let me just turn it off.
Oh, no, it's easier. No, yeah, turn it on. Yeah, it's on. Easier. Let me set this real quick, and then we'll do. Because when I'm sitting, it's just like going live. And then we'll
The one we have right now, that's a Canon battery. That's
have to sanitize them.
We got this. We're good.
Sorry?
We're good. We got this.
What's this guy's name?
Which guy?
The one with this camera.
Oh, Eric. Nice. Kibera Kids Choir and takutoa tu sahi. We are ready. We're ready here. She has one. Shaz has one. Shaz has hers. It's a remote.
Is there like a streaming link?
Oh yeah, I just sent them to. I'll forward them to you.
What's that?
Oh, you're to tutaingilia too in a moment. Say at least for now. Nice, and you can see in the background. Alright, so nice. Do OG. See, I can start. I start streaming. It's video.
Yeah, actually, you can start.
Yeah.
Yes, babe. Can I leave my phone here?
Ready? So we're just entering the event, what it is. Yeah. Food is ready, drinks are ready, and then I introduce mine.
Yeah, we're already live.
I want to put it as our link.
Perfect.
No, I am terrible. It's because you don't have a social media person. It's a whole ball game. I hate social media. I'm project manager.
So you are managing this one.
Yes, so he does the tech, I do the artist.
That's production.
Yeah, basically, yeah, producer of the event.
So, yeah.
Hello? Hello. Welcome everybody. Hi.
Hi.
How is everyone? Good.
Hello.
Your dress is cool.
Hello. What? Hello. Listen, I got the dress for the effect. Don't make let me change this. Hi, friends. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mesdames et messieurs. Oh, do you have any German today? Meine Damen und Herren? No? Yes, maybe. Yes. Mabibi na mabwana. Woo! Yes. Friends. Yes. Hello, friends. How are you? I'm so grateful you've been so patient with us. It's fantastic. I mean, where were you going to go? Home? Come on. Right? Exactly. So thank you for waiting. Thank you for all the latecomers. We were so worried about you.
We still have more to come.
Yes.
But we're going to kick off anyway because I don't think.
What? Oh my goodness.
On this side,
So-
this side.
Good cop, other cop.
We're going to do some quick housekeeping.
Yes.
So maybe
Okay.
leave it.
So for those of you who haven't been here long enough, a couple of things that you might need to know. That's Chappie, our resident rohunk. Who's this actually? Bella. Hi Bella. Oh, Bella and Chap. Hello. There are other mascots for the night. Listen. Okay. So, a couple of things that you might want to know. So, first of all, welcome to Two Grapes. Our wonderful hosts have given us this beautiful setup, and we're so excited to have an event. So, this is going to be fantastic. If you're not already aware, the ladies and the gents are down that way, and you see a little block, and that's basically where you're going to do your business. We have menus on the tables. We also have our wait staff walking around in those navy blue shirts, so just grab them if you'd like to get a glass of wine or beer. We have a license. We are right. Thank you, Jesus, up above. We also have amazing food. We have a special menu for today, so for those of you who need to keep your blood sugar going, take care of that. And then after that, well, a lot of things I'm going to say real quick. We have a bunch of artists. Please hang out with them, say hi, take pictures on social media. Feel free to take Two Grapes, Wine and Friends, which is where we are right now. You know that. My name is Chaz. I'll be one of the hostesses.
My name is Nick. I'm the less fun host. What else? So a couple other things. Yeah, keep yourself sanitized, social distance. Grounded has just arrived with some sanitizer. Hi! So we have sanitizer at all stations. We'll be sanitizing the mic. Food is being served, alcohol is flowing, and voices are ready to sing. That was...
It's been a while. We're out of practice. Are you out of practice?
I don't know how to do this very
We
well.
love you, Nick. You love Nick, right? Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I love you too. I love you too. Okay, so we're gonna start with my own day.
Hello, Milo. Welcome.
And she's all about Nairobi. She's all about being happy, which is what we're all about. So let's go. Welcome the kids from the Kibera Kids Choir. Woo! Hi guys.
Hello. We have Mary, Akofe, Sam, Becky with the good hair, John, Tiff, Tracy is the little one. I'm taking her home in my pocket.
And Pendo.
John.
Hi Pendo.
Where's Delphine?
Where's Dolphin?
Yes.
Dolphin.
And Stacy.
Okay,
Hey.
let's socially distance.
Like
Get
everyone?
into your spots. Are we all ready? Okay, we're gonna get up for stage and give it to you, sweetheart. Alright guys, my own day.
Hey, that is the first time I have ever sanitized a microphone. Hey everyone! Hello! Yo, so this first song is called Nairobi, and ode to this beautiful, crazy place we live in that we call home. And it's really simple. I'd love everyone to sing along. It's very, very simple. And everyone here has a voice, so we're gonna sing it together. And it goes like this. Ain't no city like my city, oh no, no, no. Nairobi. Can do it like we do it in the 254. Nairobi. My hustler, now my damn supu. Kawangware to Buru Buru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Nairobi. South C, South B, 111, a 2, 3, Westy, can't get me, I don't need, Namani baby. Namana baby, ain't no city like my city. No, no, no. Beautiful. Can't do it like we do it in a 254. Hey, my hustler, namadem supu, a kawan wale to buru buru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Na 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 na. Hey, 254, we on the way. Kamixa de makufu vile na bounce kwa hitra. Ukipenda hala chuchu, jiwe, my yo-yo. And we got that nunu, I'm in love with my city. Boss, I'm going cuckoo, eh. Inya madem wale kulenga mtani. Mkikutana Nairobi wanawekwa mbali. Luku luku nyawadhi, utadhani time forward. Saya kinegesh, kama banga Sanford. Niko itama, pararira kanganya. Big up my hustlers, wanaotama. My foreigners, wale, makwao wamehama. Machokosh wale jiji, kwao penny mama. Hey, I'm keeping it real, keeping it local. I'm so raw, original flow though. And Nairobi, ay ay ay, it's magic when I'm on the mic and say ay ay ay. No city like my city, oh no no no. Nairobi, can't do it like we do it in the 254. Oh, my hustler, now my dance supu, a kawangware to buru buru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Madare kileleshwa embakase langata tagorete kibera nakayole tandora Nairobi tukorada rada kauna bifa hubni abama bama hitu ninatuleta pamoja chama tupate mitatu nazama ama eo ni kama tumewateko Kampala na Jadama hena tunaweza Robi ya tunatesa hata mayu wako yama no city like my city oh no 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 oh into it like we do it in a 254 my hustler, now my dance supu, na kawangware to buru buru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Hey, no city like my city, oh no no no. Oh, you do it like we do it in a 254. Hey, my hustler, now my dance supu, kawangware to buru buru. Love my city, oh yes I do. Nairobi. Bless everybody in Nairobi. So this next song is about happiness. Who's happy today? Who's happy to be alive today? We made it to September in 2020. Hallelujah.
By the way.
So I'm sure everyone has heard this song and it's very easy to sing along to. You guys sound amazing today. Thank you, kids. So let's go. Track. Oh, please rewind the track. Wind it back. Play back. Pull up. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon, make a good mistake. In the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy long if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy long if you know that happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy long if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, happy long if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Give me all you got and don't hold it back. I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. It's to you. Don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm left alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Left alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Left alone if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Left alone if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't nothing. Bring me down, love's too good. Bring me down, can't nothing. Bring me down, let me tell you now. Bring me down, can't nothing. Bring me down, love's too good. Bring me down, can't nothing. Bring me down, because I'm left alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Left alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Left alone if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Left alone if you know that that's what you want to do. Left alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Left alone if you know that happiness is the truth. Left alone if you know that that's what you want to do. Hey, hey. Left alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Bring me down, I can't nothing. Bring me down, the level's too good to bring me down. Can't nothing. Bring me down, let me tell you now. If you feel like a room without a roof, clap along if you feel like happiness is true. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on.
Yo, that was great. Well done, guys. How you feeling? Not yet. Okay, so just a little bit about, tell you a little bit about what's going on today. The In Network is a company that I founded earlier this year, and the goal is to kind of tell stories from Nairobi from the inside out. So Nairobi starts and then ends with an I, flip it to get in, and we have introspection, individual, international, and style, and gear, and tech, and bedroom. And SPiN, which is music. And so SPiN today is all about raising money for kids. And we found these amazing kids. Thank you, Bernard, so much for everything. We've got this wonderful group of kids who we're going to be working with on an ongoing basis. And it's like artists supporting artists through the arts, which is lots of alliteration. I hope that you're having a good time. Next up, sorry, just really quickly. This week, we're also raising money through Mchanga to support these kids throughout the year. So the payables are all around. I will find links off the top of my head, but they're around. So keep supporting if you are watching live and or on YouTube and or streaming, wherever you are. Donate, keep these guys moving. Next up we have, let's talk about,
Can I introduce the kids real quick? We have our smiles on. Yes. I'm going to start from, okay, I'm coming. Hold on. I'll finish on that side. Can I start with you, Becky? Okay. Mascots. Chapman. We have Becky. Sam. Tiff. Hey! Mary. Tracy. I don't understand this shy Tracy because I feel like I've seen a different side of you, girl. But I'm on to you. We're coming back to that story. Delphine, hello, darling. Hey! Yes! Hi, Jeff. Hello, Don. Stacey. always wears pink except for today. Don't know what's going on with that black, but okay, fine. And Akopay! Hello!
These guys have been rehearsing every single day.
With Otivo. Looking
Otivo.
very cool in the sunnies. Hello.
And Bernard.
Where's
And we
Bernard?
have to shout out Desmond and Robin.
Yes, thank you guys.
Every single day for 3 weeks non-stop. Insane. Incredible.
Good energy. So,
Yes, next up we have an incredible, crazy artist, one of my very good friends, Mr. Urulele John.
welcome.
Welcome to the stage, fella.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you, everyone. Come. So one day, I was not as a bunch of kids who were sitting by. A very challenging question between a chick and egg. Which one came first? Okay. So yeah, that's basically the story of the song. My name is Bilal, and enjoy. amazing.
hear anything but
I literally
Thank you for listening to us. Happy Shaz and Nick
because I literally
for hosting us.
less than 50 seconds.
That's I was really performing once.
Can ask in 1 minute because there's a lot.
Okay, so we have a set change with the microphone because we've got the reader. Phil?
Yeah.
Set change. You need to have the list in front of you.
It's
Set change, yeah? Mic.
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
John. Are we doing another song?
This one's
Huh?
what is it? Yeah.
No, what is happening? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right, so the kids do. Okay, you can take a seat here.
We're about to have story time. We are looking for Juan Sibiokun. Are you Juan? Are you the Juan? Yes? No? Maybe. Yes?
You guys, he's going to tell you a full story.
Story.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yep. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed the song so far. I think they've been pretty cool. Chappy? So next, this is one of my very, very, very good friends and an old teacher of mine, John Sibiokumi. You may recognize him from the news and everywhere. He is a legend, and it's an honor to have him here today. He is going to, so we are working on, well, John is working on a collection of podcasts, children's stories, told in his original fashion, or his personal fashion, and they are spectacular. So he's going to be doing, starting out with one reading, and we're going to have another one later. So please welcome John Zibi Okumu.
I'm John. This, can you hear me? This is an African folk story, first written in English by a lady called Kathleen Arnott, which I have adapted for this retelling. No, that's not going to do it for me because I've got to move my paper more, which I have adapted for this retelling. So, are you sitting comfortably? Yes. Then I'll begin. This is the story of Tortoise and Baboon. One evening, as Tortoise was crawling slowly home, he met Baboon along the way. "Oh, hello, old chap," said Baboon. "What's the matter with you? You look tired and sad. Have you not found enough to eat?" "No," replied the tortoise. "Almost nothing at all." "Oh, you poor dear. I wish I could do something to help," Baboon said out loud. But in his mind, he had another evil idea. Follow me, he exclaimed. When you reach my home, I will have a delicious dinner all ready for you. Thank you, said grateful Tortoise. And Baboon turned round and bounded briskly along the path, heading for his home. Tortoise followed as fast as he could, but that was very slowly indeed, especially when he encountered a hill. Tortoise stopped to rest once or twice, when the ground became so bumpy that he almost gave up. But when he thought of the wonderful feast at the end of it all, he plodded on. Eventually, he reached Baboon's home in the bush. And indeed, there Baboon was, leaping about, grinning to himself with mischief. As soon as he caught sight of Tortoise, Baboon shouted, "Oh, bless my tail! What a long time you've taken to get here! Anybody would think today has become tomorrow," he said tauntingly. "I am sorry," said Tortoise, puffing a little after his long journey. "But to see the positive side, I am sure you have had plenty of time to prepare our meal, so all is well." Oh yes, right you are," replied Baboon, rubbing his hands together in delight. "Dinner is indeed ready. See, it's up there. All you have to do is climb up that tree to get it. Look," he said, pointing to the top of the tree. "I have made a savory salad full of leafy greens, flowers and fruits, especially for you." Tortoise looked up at the pots which Baboon had wedged in between the branches high above. He knew he could never reach them, and Baboon knew that too. "Please bring the pot which has my special delicacies down for me, as the good friend you are," begged Tortoise. But Baboon climbed up the tree in the twinkling of an eye and shouted down at Tortoise, "Oh no, not on your knee. If you want to have dinner with me, you must climb up to get it." So poor Tortoise could only begin his long journey back to where he had come from on an almost empty stomach, cursing not only at his inability to climb trees, but also at Baboon for having taken advantage of him in that way. But as he went along, he worked out a way of getting his revenge. A few days later, a bird flew to Baboon's home, bearing an invitation from Tortoise. "Do join me for dinner tomorrow at Tortoise Rock," it read. "Roasted rats will be on the menu." He was very surprised, but knowing how good-natured Tortoise was, Baboon said to himself, "Well, Tortoise obviously doesn't seem to bear me a grudge, and he is known to be a very good cook. I'd love to eat his roasted rats, so I'll go." The following day, Baboon set off to get to Tortoise Rock in good time for dinner. Now, it was the dry season, when many bushfires occurred, leaving the ground black from scorched vegetation. Just beyond the river, and close to his destination, Baboon came across a wide stretch of burnt and blackened grass, over which he bounded as he headed towards Tortoise Rock. Tortoise was there, stirring the ingredients of a scrumptious stew, just one of the dishes which he was cooking. "Ah, there you are, Baboon, my friend," said Tortoise. "How very nice to see you. But did your mother never teach you that you must wash your hands before meals? Just look at them. They are as black as soot." Baboon looked at his hands, which were indeed very black, of course, from crossing the burnt patch of ground. "Run back to the river and wash," said Tortoise. "And when your hands are clean, I shall serve you some food." Baboon scampered across the black earth and washed himself in the river. But when he came to return to Tortoise, he had to cross the burnt ground again, and arrived with his hands as dirty as before. "That will never do. If you want to have dinner with me, you must have clean hands. Go back and wash them again. And you had better be quick about it. I'm so hungry, I have already started to eat," said Tortoise, with his mouth full of food. Poor Baboon went back to the river repeatedly, but when he returned from each trip, he still had dirty hands, and Tortoise still refused to serve him any of the mouth-watering food that was fast disappearing. Baboon looked on in shock and dismay as Tortoise swallowed the last morsel all by himself. Baboon realized that he had been tricked, and with a shriek of rage, he crossed the burnt ground for the last time and ran all the way to his home. "That will teach you a lesson, my friend," said Tortoise, smiling as well fed and contented. He withdrew into his shell for a long night's sleep. So, the moral of this story is always treat others well as you would have others treat you. The end.
Okay, kids, back up. Get into your place there.
Okay, wasn't that wonderful? Thank you so much, Dr. Yoko. Yes. So we set up and get ready for our next artist. So for those of you who don't know, Two Grapes is a wine bar, a restaurant wine bar, and they usually, well, hopefully with the change, when the rules, where we can hang out and be more social. You can come here on Thursday night for live, beautiful acoustic music. And actually, one of the artists that performs here every Thursday before the lockdown is Ferry Jinapa, who's an amazing. Amazing performer. I can see him getting ready to do it. So he's going to come here and perform a couple of songs with the kids. And kids, are we ready? Yes. Are you ready? Yes! Are we both ready? Yes! Oh, sing? Yes? Welcome! Ladies and gentlemen, for Regina.
Hello, hello. Bonjour, bon après-midi. Yeah, my name is Farid Jinapa. We're going to do some few songs with these amazing kids. Yup. The first one will be Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It's a cover song sung by Israel. Kamakil on Maui. Where we? Yup. So, Otivo will play for us. Guitar. Dreams that you dreams really do come true. Someday I'll be on the star, where the clouds are far behind. Me, where trouble is like that comes you pay about that chimney of that baby. Find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, dreams that you dreams. Oh, I can die. Someday I wish upon a star, pick up where the clouds are far behind. Where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top that way. You find me somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. Dreams that you dreams. Oh, I can die. Thank you. That was a nice track. Then the second song, it's called Mtoto. It's a song we used to sing back home in Congo. I'm from Bunia, northeastern Democratic Republic of Congo. So the song Toto was mostly sung when a kid is crying, and automatically the kid will stop crying. Thank you. Enjoy the song. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening. Karibu tena.
The next song is one from us, the kids, to you guys, for being true friends to us. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, for sure.
Wanaina. Oh, Drew.
You got a friend in me. Come on now. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles from your nice road, babe. You just remember what your old friend said. You got a friend in me. 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 You got trouble, I got it too. There isn't anything I'm holding you for you. We stick together, see it through. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some of the folks might be a little smarter than I am. You make it strong too. Baby, none of them will never love you the way I do. It's me and you before. Years go by.
We're setting the Instagram one.
What? You'll never die. What? Come on, guys. You got a friend. You got a friend in me. Yeah, thank you, guys.
Next is Black Moon.
Okay, guys, you can take your exchange then Black Moon. Okay, good. You can just take a seat. Oh, don't fall. Are we, yeah, she's doing are we marking the Instagram? Yeah.
We might get static on the other ones for a second, but at least we're back online still.
Yeah.
No! So, having a good time so far, everybody? Good. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on. So, hi, baby! Cheerleader. Behind me, we have the incredible Banksley. Banksley, you want to say what's up?
Woo! OG!
Banksley is a long-time supporter of the arts, an incredible street artist, graffiti artist, and tattoo artist. Incoming. So loads of, you can go have a chat with him. He's a super friendly guy. New merchandise is just come to the market. Incredible stuff. NAIROBI Fly. Check them all out. They're all down there. Hi guys. And we are going to be auctioning this painting at the end of the evening, and the auction will run for a couple of weeks online. We have some software, I don't know. But yes, we will be auctioning this, and the proceeds will go to the kids, so it's all for a good cause. Second, I wanted to just thank some of our umbrella sponsors, Safaricom, Myers Water for providing all the water. We have the Goethe Institute always supporting the arts. Beautiful setup, guys. It's been provided by Simply Classics Africa. And it's all for sale, and it's incredible. It's really nice, it's all handmade, it's artisan. The project supports local artisans, the beauty of handmade, handcrafted work. So there are some brochures around, please take a look. Proceeds from the sale of those are also going to be going to the Kibera Kids Choir, who are having a... Hi guys! No. Okay. And then also we have this incredible new wine on the market from Solovino Wines. It's beautiful, lovely, delicious. You can't find it in stores, you can only find it online, home delivery. The sommeliers have picked up some incredible notes on these wines. There are some here for dumplings, so we're going to be packing some of these open a bit later. And there's a box up for auction, we'll do that a bit later. So thank you everybody for contributing. And I think I'll come back and talk about the sponsors because none of you we also have some Grounded sanitizer from our really good friends at Grounded and 254. 254 beers who we love on the menu today. Thank you for coming. Okay, so let's get it on with some more music. Next, food and drinks, of course, are being served. Keep your appetites wet. What's next? Back here. Oh, I have to store. Okay. So I'm going to sing a song.
What?
But I'm going to stand here because I'm talking to you. Shaz, can you join me? So let's talk a little bit more about what's going on with these kids. So these guys all come. They're all from Kibera, which, as we know, is going through a hard time right now. No one is getting access to education, and in lieu of that, we've set up a program where we go into the slum every day and we learn these incredible songs. I could talk about my sex life in the movies.
Audience.
Let's get some people's attention here. Okay, so next we have this incredible artist called Black Moon. She does a really beautiful fusion of kind of like Afro soul and deep house. I don't know how else to describe it. Hi, Black Moon. What is a Black Moon?
A black moon is the second new moon in a month.
The second new moon in a month. What's the first new moon in a month?
It's new.
Oh. I'm going to give up this stage. Bye!
Hello everyone. This is Black Moon and thank you for having me today. Where's the kids? Oh, okay.
Let's talk a little bit about you.
Then Maya. Where are the kids? Where are the kids?
I just take a water.
Hey guys.
So we'll do Maua last, okay? I'm gonna start first song. So this first one is a cover of Alia's Journey to the Past. Heart, don't fail me now. Courage, don't desert me. Don't turn back now that we're here. People always say life is full of choices. No one ever mentions fear. thrill me now. No, courage don't desert me. Home, love, family. There was once a time I must have had them too. Home, love, family. I will never be complete until I find you. One step at a time, one hope then another. Who knows where this road may go? Back to who I was, on to find my future. Things my heart still needs to know. Yes, let this be a sign. Let this road be mine. Let it lead me to my path. Courage, see me through. But I'm trusting you to bring me home.
Battery is fine.
This is where we want it to be. This is where we want it to be. Is this running by itself? The watermarks are there. I'll do that scrolling thing later.
Introduce Mawa. Introduce it.
Bring the guitar, that's the introduction. Next.
Okay, this next one is called Mawa.
Next.
It's an unreleased original. I hope you guys vibe with it and enjoy it. Thank you.
Wait. No. It should be there.
Did you move it from there? You did.
If that one is not playing, then it should be the next one. It should be that one. So that one?
Oh, this is the last one. In the plate, sorry.
Sorry guys, just a bit of technicalities.
Yes, pedals. I don't know if it's not playing. There is the ox.
Ox do papa.
Yeah, it's better to
How you feeling, Eric?
My arm is killing me.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's the one that you're holding for.
No, I'm trying to use it as support.
tell me when to play it.
Charging station. There's a bunch of stuff. I guess I'm rotating because my laptops have power.
Then you stop it at minute 3.
Tear down the garden, that's my heart. watch me bleed. Will you water me or watch me bleed? Uruga mawa. Yabustani ulia moyo wangu. Will you water me or watch me bleed? There's a raging fire burning inside, rising through the embers. Watch my broken bones rebuild. Regeneration. Watch my crown light up. Regeneration, rebirth, resurrection. Thank you everyone for having me. Pleasure was mine. This is Black Moon again. Thank you.
Hi. Okay, so that was another great performance. I just am here to talk a little bit about what we're raising money for. Well, you know what we're raising money for, but this. Okay, ignore the send money because that's my personal number. This, wherever the camera is. Hi, friends in the US and the UK and all over the world. This stream, by the way, is going to be cut and edited and broadcast on the BBC, CNN, Channel 4, BT, NAACP. We did the work. So you're in good company if you made it today. This is the pay bill for donations and it's going to stay open through December. Thank you, Dave Adamchanga, for supporting us. Please, I mean, I know you've dug into your pockets deep today already, but if you have any extra, come through. If you're streaming, come through. This is artists supporting arts through artistry. Thank you. Okay, who's next? Chaz, you coming up? Hey. What's next?
No, I'm not.
No, who's next? Davina's next. Okay, we need a bit of a set change for the count. Thank you.
Yeah, they're coming. Phil, we need the proof and the right.
Okay, before I start, where are Avia? Avia! I see you. And Rain and River. I thought I had like a solid 3 fans. Rain, River? We've left.
No, Rain.
Okay. You got your juice, guys? You ready? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Are you ready? Born ready. 1. And the adults? This is for you as well, yeah? You're still awake and alive. Come on, there we go. Nickel Jackson speaking. Mime. This is the story. Rain. River. Come on, come sit. Hi. Okay. This is the story of Shenzi and Shosho. It was early morning in Banana Hill, and the world was just waking up. Said Jogo, the cockerel. Said the Boda Boda. Beba, 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 called the Matatu Tout. Shoo! Toka! Shenzi! Screamed a grumpy man as he kicked out a pile of brown and white fur huddled next to his kiosk. That was Shenzi the dog. Screamed Shenzi as he suddenly opened his eyes. He quickly hopped away from where he had slept that night. Shenzi quickly went and hid round the corner. As he woke up, he remembered what he had been dreaming when he had been hit. In his dream, he lived in a warm house. He had his own food bowl that was always filled with food. And he had someone to pet him and say his name. Shenzi. What's his name? Very good. Shenzi didn't know how he got his name, but everyone shouted it at him. So he thought it must be a sign, and so he kept it. Maybe his mother had given him a different name, but he didn't remember it, and he didn't remember her. He just knew that he had to find him. You see, one day, when Shenzi was just a puppy, he was with his mum, searching for food. Shenzi was a naughty puppy. He was always running and jumping and joking with his mum. But on that day, Shenzi's mama was very hungry, and she didn't notice when Shenzi tripped and fell and tumbled all the way down a very steep hill where they were walking. Shenzi knew his mama would have been so sad and didn't want her to think he had run away from her. So now that he was a grown, strong dog, Shenzi climbed every hill that he could find, just to see if his mum was on top of it, waiting for him. He had heard that there was a place called Limuru, where there was hill after hill after hill. Does anyone know Limuru? Yeah? Okay. So Shenzi had decided to go there. He felt sure he would find his mother waiting for him. And so off he went to continue his journey to climb the biggest hill in Limuru. But first, he needed some breakfast. Shenzi's tummy was grumbling. He was so hungry, he headed to the butchery and sat outside patiently, staring at the bones and the kata-kata. The butcher caught sight of him. Shoo! Shenzi! So he went and stood next to Mama Chapo, who gave him a little piece of chapati, and then chased him away because he was dirty and her customers were complaining. With the little triangle of Chapo in his tummy, Shenzi set off to Limuru. He trotted along the side of the road through some puddles and weaved through people's legs and jumped over rubbish wherever he could, he crossed the new tarmac road. Beep! Just then, Shenzi looked up and a large, bright green matatu with Snoop Dogg painted on its nose headed straight towards him. Shenzi! A matatu driver shouted as he swerved and just missed hitting him. Shenzi wobbled off the street and sat down in some grass to catch his breath. His heart was beating and beating. Shenzi let out a little whimper. Shenzi heard a voice. Boy, are you okay? Shenzi looked around, but he couldn't see anyone around him. Up here! Shenzi looked up and saw that the voice was coming from a chicken, hanging upside down. She flapped her wings at him and said, "Hi!" Shenzi stared at her, confused. He had never seen an upside-down chicken before. I'm okay, thank you. I am grown up and brave, Shenzi said, trying to sound grown up and brave. Okay, pup, whatever you say. And the chicken laughed at him as she hung upside down. Shenzi saw that her feet were tied together. Why are you hanging upside down? The chicken stopped laughing. Oh, that. Well, I'm not as lucky as you. Shenzi sighed. I'm not lucky. I'm hungry, I almost got run over by Snoop Dogg, and I need to get to Limuru. Well, then, it sounds like you still have lots of things you need to do, and that is why you are lucky. And with that, the man holding her by her legs got on a bicycle and rode away. Get up, Shenzi! Go to Limuru! The chicken said as she was taken away. Shenzi got up and chased the man and his friend the chicken for a while, but they had to stop when the road turned into three. Shenzi spotted a policeman and went to ask him the best way to Limuru. He followed him around for a while as the policeman worked, stopping speeding cars. But the more Shenzi asked for directions, the more the policeman laughed at him. Here's Shenzi. You see, all that the policeman could hear was even though Shenzi was asking him proper questions. Shenzi gave up, picked a road all by himself and trotted on, and thought to himself, humans just don't listen very well. Shenzi knew he had to go on, so he climbed and he climbed, hill after hill, to find his mother. In the distance, Shenzi could see the faint outline of some hills. He passed row after row of red kiosks. Shenzi saw a little girl falling down on some stones. He looked back to see her mama, picking her up and cuddling her. As he continued to run up the hills, Shenzi wondered why humans were so nice to each other and so mean to dogs like him. He had been kicked so many times in his life that he was scared every time he saw shoes, which, because of his height, was a lot. He sighed a deep breath, and he kept on climbing, dreaming of how his mama would greet him when he finally found her on top of the big hill. Shenzi knew he had finally reached Limuru because there were more animals there than there were people. It was amazing. The road turned from smooth, warm tarmac to sharp rock under his feet. There was less rubbish, less noise, and more trees. It was glorious. Shenzi chased a horse, jumped over a stream, as smelt some flowers. He was surrounded by hills. He was so excited. Up he went, climbing. The air became colder the higher he went. He stopped to catch his breath from all of the running and was suddenly in the middle of a herd of brown cows. They stared at him with their big black eyes and their big white ears, all the time chewing and chewing. Let me see. Exactly. Shenzi wondered what they could be eating that took so much chewing. Okay, this noise I need some help on. Can we do a cow's noise together?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Come on. 1. Are the cows asleep? Are the cows asleep?
No.
These are awake cows chewing. So I wanted 1, 2, 3. Very nice. Now chew and say moo. Ready? 1. 1. Very good. The biggest cow finally said, as Shenzi sat panting in front of them. Hello. Why are you running so much? Are you in a race? Keep going. Keep doing the noise. Keep doing the noise. Keep doing the noise. Keep doing the noise. Keep going. I'm looking for the tallest hill in Limuru, actually. And yes, it's kind of a race. Very good. And the cow said, oh. Said all of them at once. The tallest hill in Limuru, point. Where's Limuru? Point. Ready, steady. The tallest hill in Limuru is that. Exactly. They all said a different way. So Shenzi got up and ran that way, and then that way, and then that way, and that way. And he got so tired and so caught up on his feet that he suddenly became tangled in his legs and fell face first into some cow poo. Gross. Okay, now we have to moo and chew and laugh. Ready? All the cows were laughing at him, lying in a pile of their poo. He was very, very embarrassed. All of the cows turned around and carried on chewing. Shenzi absolutely stank. He slowly pushed himself up out of the cow poo and tried to shake it off. And just then, a big fat drop of cold rain hit him on the nose. Whoop. He stopped. Another drop hit him on the head. He stopped. Shenzi hadn't felt rain in the longest time, and he was so thirsty from all of the climbing he had been doing. He opened his mouth wide and drank it all in. Can you feel that cold rain? Yeah. As he stood in the rain, he felt all of the cow poo and hard mud melt away from his coat. All of the tangles coming undone. The earth was giving him a shower, and it felt good. He stretched his head up to the sky and stretched his tail out away from him, and he gave himself a giant shake. He felt great. Soon, the rain stopped and the thunderclouds cleared, and right in front of him stood the biggest hill he had ever seen in his life. It was bigger than big. It was higher than high. Shenzi knew what he had to do, and he started climbing, because who would be on top of the hill? His mom. Up he went. Climbing. over rocks and branches. Shenzi finally reached the top and looked down below, and he saw the matatu swerving around town, the chickens watching the world, the policemen stopping fast cars, the cows chewing the grass, the tea pickers of Limuru filling their big baskets, the lovely lady cuddling her daughter, and the rain clouds moving on to clean another town. But Shenzi's mum was not there. Shenzi looked and looked, but he saw no one. But just then, a hand, like the hand in his dream from the night before, reached down and gently touched his neck. And instead of shouting, "Shenzi," said, "Shenzi." He looked up, and that was when Shenzi met Shosho, a kind old lady at the top of the highest hill in Limuru. Shenzi followed her into her warm house. She gave him a bowl of food, and she patted him and said, "Shh, Shenzi," and he knew he was her.
Okay, kids, how you doing? Thank you, Kibera.
Eric.
Hey guys, thanks so much for paying. That was great. So next we have Eric, the one and only Eric Wanaina.
Are you ready?
He's gonna be doing a couple of hits.
I remember the first time I met Eric. I was in high school. Don't do the math. And he was like the Justin Timberlake. He's like the Justin Timberlake of NSYNC. The Lionel Richie of Commodore. The Michael Jackson of Jackson 5 and other don't just stop. The Diana Ross of the Supremes.
The Beyonce of Destiny's Child.
Yes.
Okay, but we have a quick set change, so make yourselves comfortable. Kids, how you doing? Good? Yes? Yes? Sour. Okay. Is everybody having a good time? Is everybody having a good time? Thank you for the energy.
Listen, guys, we're limited in numbers. So what we don't have in numbers and bums on seats, we need in energy. Yes?
Right?
So we're gonna have, actually Eric has a couple of dance. Yeah? We're gonna have some dancing. Are you ready for dance moves?
You guys all ready for the dance?
I mean, I think that's like song number 3, but we're gonna show them how to do this, right? Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Eric is gonna, this is for the kids, Eric's gonna start with some other songs that we haven't heard yet. Yes, I know. Oh! He's ready, okay. So we're gonna do a quick set change. Everybody grab a drink, grab some food. This is gonna be mind-blowing.
No pressure. No pressure.
So the first 2 songs, Daima, which you're not doing, and then Selena. Can you help me with that?
Just want to say thanks to Nick for putting together this wonderful event and the wonderful kids that we're doing this for. Let's start with a song that some of you might know. Moja ni fahari yetu, undugu ndio nguvu, chuki na ukabila hatutaki hata kama, lazima tuungane, tuijenge nchi yetu, pasiwe hata moja anayetenganisha. Naishi na tumaini, najitolea daima Kenya. Hakika ya bendera ni uthabiti wangu, nyeusi ya wananchi na nyekundu ni ya damu, kijani ni ya ardhi, nyeupe ya amani. Daima mimi Mkenya, mwananchi mzalendo. Kwa uchungu na mateso, kwa vilio na huzuni, tulinyakuliwa uhuru na mashujaa wa zamani. Hawakushtushwa na risasi au kufungwa gerezani, nia yao ukombozi, kuvunja pingu za ukoloni. Naishi na tumaini, najitolea daima Kenya. Hakika ya bendera ni uthabiti wangu, nyeusi ya wananchi na nyekundu ni ya damu, kijani ni ya ardhi, nyeupe ya amani. Daima mimi Mkenya, mwananchi mzalendo. Wajibu wetu ni kuishi kwa upendo, kutoka ziwa mpaka pwani, kaskazini na kusini. Naishi na tumaini, najitolea daima Kenya. Hakika ya bendera ni uthabiti wangu, nyeusi ya wananchi na nyekundu ni ya damu, kijani ni ya ardhi, nyeupe ya amani. Daima mimi Mkenya, mwananchi mzalendo. Thank you. So this next one, it's kind of a new one. Actually, this new. The video just came out about a month ago. The song's called Okay. And yeah, check it out on YouTube and subscribe. It's not the same since you went away. I have the pillow where you used to lay your head, strands of your hair, scent of your perfume. Maybe sometime today I can still my nerves and down the pain. over you. So we're done going through. Each book's of yours who keeps our worldview, who gets a stereo, who keeps the LG stove. We figured out who gets which hangouts, so we won't have to see each other trying to fix what we've just blown. Trying to fix what we just blown. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be sambamba. I'm gonna be just fine. I'm gonna walk the streets, walking with my happy feet. I'm gonna be okay, 'cause tonight I'm getting over you. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. Oh yeah. I'm gonna be okay. Say yeah, yeah. If you know that you'll be okay. Say yeah, yeah. If you're walking away. Say yeah, yeah. If you know that love is out there. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be sambamba. I'm gonna be just fine. I'm gonna walk the streets, walking with my happy feet now. I'm gonna be okay, 'cause tonight I'm getting over you. Thank you. I'm going to be joined by our wonderful hosts, Rambo, Wakili Angoma.
Hey, information. I love you.
Turn up.
Right? Information.
Selena Nyambongo, you're so beautiful. Sitamuruhusu akuchape, nami silali, sipati usingizi, kula siwezi, ukilia. Selena Nyambongo, you're so beautiful. Selena Nyambongo. Selena Nyambongo, you're so beautiful. Ulitoka kwenu bila alama, uosi upendo, yosi heshima, watu wazima huongea kama si hivyo angeoa kondoo. Selena mrembo, Selena mrembo, angeoa kondoo. Selena mrembo, Selena Nyambongo, you're so beautiful. Nitakuwakilisha mbele ya wazee, kama ni shuka, kama ni mbuzi, nitawarudishia mara mbili. Selena Nyambongo, you're so beautiful. I want to marry you, yeah. Bring it down. So very beautiful. So very beautiful. Pretty, Bessie. Yeah. Watoto wa Kibera. So very beautiful. Wapigie makofi. Give a round of applause. So very beautiful. I want to ask the wonderful, super talented and beautiful Alicia Popper to join me on stage.
There's a calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of the rolling wave can be turned away.
And enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. Can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are.
It's enough for this wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far.
And can you feel the love tonight?
How it's laid to rest.
It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
There's a time for everyone if they only learn how the twisting kaleidoscope moves us all in turn.
There's a rhyme and reason to the wild outdoors, when the heart of the star-crossed Voyager beats in time with yours. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for a wide-eyed wanderer that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, everyone.
Alright. No, it's not. It's just Alicia.
nyonge piano tutoe kila kitu. Kila kitu. Yaani full kitu. Jisaidie kitu keyboard.
Hey, so hi everybody, welcome back. Well, you know that. I just wanted to talk a little bit about this. We have some amazing sponsors on board today, and it wouldn't be possible without them. Simply Classics Africa, guys. As you can see behind me, this amazing spread of a set. It's lovely. The Angola Cowhorn collection, the candles, the puffs, and the couch, and the beautiful Cowhorn lamps, and they're all on sale tonight, and the proceeds are going to the children. So if you're interested and you like them, and the brochures are everywhere, come talk to me. Clara and Vanessa, the beautiful Clara and Vanessa are over here. So let me know and come and talk to me, and we'll figure something out. Next, I would like to introduce my good friend Ivan. Guys, this is Ivan. If you like wine, pay attention. Ivan from Solovino Wines, incredible, new brand on the market, only available to order, not in stores, not selling out, figuratively, and fantastic, really, really nice stuff. Do you want to talk about what we're doing today?
Thank you, Nikhil, and thanks everyone for inviting us. It's a great opportunity to be here. We're an online wine trading company, so you can find us on the internet, and we do home delivery. Today we're going to be auctioning a selection of 6 Moscato wines, 3 Malbec and 3 Chardonnay in a gift box. And also we have donated to the kids a lifesaver jerry can, which will...
Come on guys! This is like water filtering at its best.
This is a water filtering jerry can which is used by the British Army. Basically you can take water from any source and you get 10,000 litres of drinkable water. So that's hopefully to help those who don't have.
And honestly, guys, this is incredible. Like drinkable water from a jerry can, 10,000 litres in one jerry can, in terms of filtration, right? I mean, that's pretty fucking incredible. Excuse me, but it is. Right? Yeah. Okay, so we are going to start. The auction starts at the end of the show, but we have 6 bottles of beautiful wine here. Retail price is 14k, but we're going to start the auction at 9. And all of the proceeds go to kids. Layla, are you excited? I know. Thank you so much, Ivy. Thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Okay, so next up, are we ready? Okay, guys, in the meantime, have you been checking out Bank Slave? Is everybody seeing Bank Slave? Woo! Incredible stuff. Ready, John? Okay, so next we have another really beautiful song from story from John Siddiqui. If we could just observe silence for this one, it would be great. It's pretty incredible, this one. So, well, the other one is too. Wanaina and the elephant. It's incredible. Guys, come on. Karaoke. Who's up? Who's ready? Jazz? Jazz. Jazz.
Can't feel the love tonight. Sing it. Guys, I mean, this is what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata ain't no passive phrase. You know what? It's a problem-free, kids, are we ready? Philosophy. Hakuna Matata, as they say it in America. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Yo, Disney, we need to help you with the pronunciation. Matata. Matita. Hakuna Matata. Are we ready?
Yep.
I don't actually, to be honest. I have cigarettes, but I light them.
I have some bad news for you. This story is twice as long as the first. So, if you wish to sleep, as Shakespeare would have said, begin to sleep now. An African folk story, first written in English by Kathleen Arnold. She was a missionary 8 years ago, which I have adapted for this retelling. And for those of you who are nationalistic, this story originally comes from South Africa. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. This is the story of Wanaina and the elephant. And there is background noise to accompany it. A long time ago, there was a very poor woman called Wanaina who had 2 lovely children. They lived in a hut beside a road, and people passing by would often stop when they saw the children, amazed at how beautiful they were, the roundness of their limbs, the smoothness of their skin, and the brightness of their eyes. Early one morning, Wanaina went into the bush to collect some firewood, and she left her 2 children playing with a little cousin who was living with them. The children shouted happily, seeing who could jump the furthest, and when they were tired, they sat on the dusty ground outside their hut, playing a game with small stones. Suddenly, they heard a rustle in the nearby grasses. And seated on a rock, they saw a puzzled-looking baboon. Whose children are those? He asked the little cousin. They are Wanaina's, she replied. Well, exclaimed the baboon in his deep voice, getting closer. In all my life, never have I seen such beautiful children as these. And he disappeared. And the children continued with their game. A little later, they heard the faint crack of a twig. And looking up, they saw the big brown eyes of a gazelle staring at them from beside a bush. "Whose children are those?" she asked the cousin. "They are Wanaina's," she replied. "Well, well, well," exclaimed the gazelle in her soft, smooth voice, getting closer. "In all my life, never have I seen such beautiful children as these." And with a graceful bound, she disappeared into the bush. The children grew tired of their game, and taking a small gourd, they dipped it one after the other into the big pot full of water which stood at the door of their hut, and drank to quench their thirst. Suddenly the sharp and saw the spotted body and treacherous eyes of a leopard who had crept silently out of the bush. "Whose children are those?" he demanded. "They are Wanaina's," the cousin replied in a shaky voice, slowly backing towards the door of the hut in case the leopard should spring at her. But he was not interested in eating just then. "Well, well, well," he exclaimed, getting closer. "In all my life, never have I seen such beautiful children as these." And with a flick of his tail, he melted away into the bush. The children were afraid of all these animals and their questioning, and they called loudly for Wanaina to return. "Mama! Mama!" But instead of their mother, a huge elephant with only one tusk lumbered out of the bush and stood staring at the three children, who were too frightened to move. "Whose children are those?" he bellowed at the little cousin, waving his trunk in the direction of the two beautiful children who were trying to hide behind a large rock. They are Wanaina's," said the little girl hesitantly. The elephant took a step forward, getting closer. "Well, well, well," the elephant boomed. "In all my life, never have I seen such beautiful children as these. I will take them away with me," he boomed again. Opening his mouth wide, he swallowed both children in one big gulp. The little cousin screamed in horror and dashed into the hut. From the gloom and safety inside it, she heard the elephant's heavy footsteps growing fainter and fainter. As he went back into the bush. It was not until much later that Wanaina returned, carrying a huge bundle of wood on her head. The little girl rushed out of the house in a frantic state, and it was some time before Wanaina could get the whole story out of her. "Oh dear, oh dear," said the mother. Did he swallow them whole? Do you think that they might still be alive inside the elephant's stomach?" I don't know," the little girl replied, and she began to cry even louder than before. "Well," said Wanaina quite calmly, "there's only one thing to do. I will go into the bush and ask all the animals whether they have seen an elephant with only one tusk. But first of all, I must get ready." She took a pot and cooked a lot of maize and beans inside it. She allowed the dish to cool down, Then she took out a large, sharp knife, and once outside her hut, she balanced the pot of food on her head. On her back, she carried some firewood in case she needed to light a fire in order to keep warm at night. She told her little niece not to be afraid and to look after the hut until she returned. Then she set off into the bush to look for the elephant. Wanaina soon found the tracks of the huge beast and began to follow them. After some time, as she passed through some tall, shady trees, she met the baboon. "Oh, baboon, do help me," she pleaded. "Have you seen an elephant with only one tusk? He has swallowed both my children, and I must find him." "Go straight along this track until you come to a place where there are high trees and white stones. There you will find the elephant," said the baboon reassuringly. So Wanaina went on along the dusty track for a very long distance, but she saw no sign of the elephant. Suddenly she noticed the gazelle leaping across her path. "Oh, gazelle, do help me. Have you seen an elephant with only one tusk?" she asked. "He has swallowed both my children, and I must find him." "Go straight along this track until you come to a place where there are high trees and white stones. There you will find the elephant," said the gazelle softly as she bounded away. "Oh dear," sighed Wanaina. "I've come such a long way. How much further must I go?" But although she was very tired and very hungry, she did not eat the food she was carrying because that was for her children. When she found them, on and on she went until, after rounding a bend in the track, she saw the leopard sitting outside the cave in which he lived, cleaning himself with his tongue. "Oh, leopard, do help me," she begged in a tired voice. "Have you seen an elephant with only one tusk? He has swallowed both my children, and I must find him." "Go straight along this track until you come to a place where there are high trees and white stones. There you will find the elephant," replied the leopard. He bent his head to continue cleaning himself. "Oh dear," gasped Wanaina to herself. "If I do not find this place soon, my legs will refuse to move." She staggered on a little further until suddenly ahead of her she saw some high trees with huge white stones spread about the ground below them. "At last!" she exclaimed. Hurrying forward, she found a huge elephant lying contentedly in the shade of the trees. One glance was enough to show her that he had only one tusk. So, going up as close as she dared, she shouted angrily, "Elephant! Elephant! Was it you who swallowed my children?" "Oh, he replied lazily. "Go straight along this track until you come to a place where there are high trees and white stones. There you will find the elephant." However, Wanaina was sure this was the elephant she was looking for, and stamping her foot, she screamed at him again, "Elephant! Elephant! Was it you who swallowed my children?" "Oh, no. Go straight along this track," began the elephant again, but he was cut short by Wanaina, who rushed up to him, waving her knife and yelling, "Where are my children? Where are they?" Then the elephant opened his mouth, and without even troubling to stand up, he swallowed Wanaina with the cooking pot and her knife and firewood in one big gulp. And this was just what Wanaina had wanted all along. Down, down, down she went in complete darkness, until she found herself in the elephant's stomach, where suddenly she could see quite clearly. And what a sight met her eyes! The walls of the elephant's stomach were like a range of hills, and camped among these hills were groups of people, dogs, goats and cows. Searching through them all, she was delighted to find her own children. "Mama! Mama!" they shouted when they saw her. "How did you get here? We're so hungry." Wanaina took the cooking pot off her head and began to feed her children with the maize and beans, which they ate ravenously. All the other people crowded round, begging for just a small portion of the food. So Wanaina said to them, "We can eat some of the meat that is all around us." She took her knife, cut some pieces of flesh from the elephant, and roasted them over a fire which she had built in the middle of the elephant's stomach. And soon, everyone and everything, including the dogs and goats and cows, was having a huge feast. The poor elephant began to groan. Other animals came along to find out what was wrong. "I don't know why," the elephant complained, "but ever since I swallowed that woman called Wanaina, I have felt most uncomfortable." The time came for Wanaina to organize the trip from the elephant's stomach to the outside world. She led the way with her own family. Up, 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 the people and animals went in complete darkness until finally they emerged through the elephant's big mouth and trunk into the light of day. A line of dogs, goats, cows, men, women and children streamed out, first blinking their eyes in the strong sunlight, then shouting for joy at being free once more. The dogs, goats and cows barked, bleated or moved their thanks. The elephant felt really relieved that they had gone, and set off in search of leaves in the forest which would heal his stomach. He never forgot that horrible experience and resolved that he would never again, and this is the message, that he would never, never, ever again stock up on what he didn't need, just for the sake of it. In the days which followed, the human beings she had rescued came to give Wanaina all kinds of gifts in gratitude to her for having set them free. Wanaina, her 2 children, and their cousin were no longer poor. You can all do this line. And they all lived happily ever after.
Okay, guys, you have to share.
Yeah, some cues.
Yeah, speed it.
You can't have like oh, Shaku. Ah, good job. Good job. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you, John. Where's John? Woo, John! Okay, so next we have like an I don't even know how to describe Lisa. She is mind-blowingly inspirational, lovely, changed in some way. Lisa. Lisa! Woo!
Come on.
Thank you so much for the very warm introduction, Nick. I'm going to sing a song called Spirit from the newest Lion King. And it's interesting because I didn't know Banksy was going to do a lion in this painting. And I guess my encouragement to us all in the season, especially to the kids, is like to roar like the lion. The resilience of being in the wild for lions, like they don't hunt that hard like cheetahs and others do, but their presence is felt wherever they are. And so I hope that even in a year that's wild like this, we can still stand strong and authoritative and say we can face it like lions do, you know? Alright, over Daddy. Thank you so much. Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, and the wind is talking. Yeah, yeah, for the very first time. With a melody that pulls you towards it, painting pictures of that world. He's singing, rise up to the light in the sky, yeah. Watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, Spirit, watch the heavens open.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, Spirit,
good job.
Can you hear it calling?
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, and the water's crashing, trying to put your head up high. When you're trembling, that's when the magic happens, and the stars gather by your side, singing, rise up to the light in the sky, and watch the light lift your heart up, burn your flame through the night. Whoa, Spirit, watch the heavens open.
Good job.
Hey, yeah, say, Spirit, can you hear it calling? Good job. Yeah, your destiny is coming closer. Stand up and fight. So go into that far-off land and be one with the great I am. I am the Lord that comes alive. Whoa, Spirit, watch the heavens open. Yeah, say yeah, Spirit, can you hear it calling? Hand to the banda. Say yeah, Spirit, watch the heavens open. Good job. Ooh, yeah, Spirit, can you hear it calling? Yeah, 'cause your destiny is coming close. Stand up and fight. So go into that far-off land and be one with the great I am.
Alright. The next song, I don't know how many of you have watched The Greatest Showman? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sing. Yes, you guys can sit down. Alright. cover your ears for a little bit. Can I ask for water?
Yes.
Please?
Yes, come on.
That will actually just go. You want to thank you. Bado kuna kibolezo. Kwa. Come on. What's your issue?
Oh shit, sorry.
Just quick.
Okay.
I can't fit there.
Okay. I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me. Someone sing along. Getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand. Will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me. For me, never enough. Never enough. Never enough for me, for me, for me. All the shine of mountain spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough. Never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough. Never be enough. For me, for me. Never enough, never, never, never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me.
Lisa!
Before I sit down, I'd like to introduce someone from one of my favorite people in the world, who's also my sis. Her name is Zinia Manasseh, and we're going to
Just getting the second mic.
It's coming. Go.
So we're gonna sing an oldie but goodie from Disney.
We're ready.
Call When You Believe.
Yes!
Please,
Yes!
this is that kind of song.
Yes! No. Imagine being that blessed. Wow. You can't give me a second.
Many nights we pray with no hope anyone could do, and our hearts are hopeful, so we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. Oh, there can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to believe. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will. You will when you believe. In this time of fear, when prayers so often corrode in vain, hope seems like the somber birds who swiftly blown away. And now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, seeking faith and speaking words I never thought I'd say. There can be miracles. You can sing along when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Who knows what miracles you can achieve when you believe. Somehow you will. They don't always happen when you ask, and it's easy to give in to your fears. But when you're blinded by your pain, can't see your way through the rain, slow but still resilient voice says hope is very near. When you believe, though hope is frail,
grab. It's all that.
Hi everybody.
Hey, guys, I'm just gonna introduce you. This is a new friend, a wonderful friend, and a beautiful, beautiful artist. We have Zinia.
And then back more.
Guys, how fucking fantastic was that? Sorry, it's for kids, but how do you feel? You feel good? I knew that you would. Okay, so Zinia is gonna be. You're gonna be Moana for a little bit. And you're also going to be Pocahontas. I mean, you have some various great colors too.
Oh, okay. So then how far
Pocahontas first. Okay, we're gonna start with. Yeah, you want to sit down?
Yeah, is it okay if I sit down?
Yeah!
Can you just sit down?
Guys, come on.
Oh, you moved it. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to I'm going to sing Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas. And yeah, you can sing along literally to any song that you want. Like, that's what this is all about. That's the beauty of music. Yeah, so let's go. Doesn't matter where we're going. All that matters is that we're going. Yeah. You think I'm an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places. I guess it must be so, but still I cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know. You think you want whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can take. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you learn things you never knew. Have you ever had a look right to the blue corn moon, or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Of the forest, and taste the sun sweet berries of the earth. Come rolling all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what there were. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers, the heaven and the altar are my friends, and we are all connected to each other. In a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear wolf cry to the blue corn moon. For whether we are white or copper skinned, we need to sing with all the voices of a mountain. Need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still all you own is earth until you get paint with all the colors of the wind.
yeah, feel free
You've got any tomorrow now?
to join us, as I said.
No idea. You got any tomorrow?
Same with that, right?
I've been staring at the edge of the water for as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the light where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, but now I know how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong, I can take this fight if I play alone. But it's told inside, it sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light when the stars we see, it's blinding. And no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me. And no one knows what's beyond that line. When I cross that line, see the light where the sky meets the sea, it calls me. When no one knows how far it goes. And the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me. One day I know how far I go. Give it up for, so sorry, I'm so sorry about that. Give it up for everybody. Over to you.
Guys, thank you so much. This is so good. Is everybody having an amazing time? I'm having an amazing time. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much. This is my bestie. Okay, so next we're going to introduce the viewers.
Yes. Tafina.
Davina Leonard is going to do another wonderful, beautiful, lovely reading from, I don't know. Drinks, anyone? I'm taking orders, but staying offline.
Hi guys. We're not going to be cows in this story. You know what I'm going to ask. River, rain. We're waiting for you.
Come on.
Quick sticks, come on. Where's Avia?
Come on.
All the kids are on the bus. Okay. Come sit here with me.
Come on.
But you have to leave me. I want to see you.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to like sit down and have a few beers as a group after this is done. It's a lot of. We're doing memory dumps.
Okay, so I have a question to start. Are you ready for your test? Are you ready? Okay. What is this animal? What is this animal? It is. It's up. It is. Well done. And what noise do we think this warthog makes?
A grunting noise.
What do we think? Let's try. Let's try. What noise? Sorry, sanitize. So every time I say warthog, which is a lot, because it's called the warthog's troublesome day, you can go. Okay, can we start?
You need the thing with the
The Warthog's Troublesome Day by Bridget O'Shea. It was a hot day in Kenya, and Warrior Warthog was leading his family towards the far-off waterfall. He was called Warrior because he was a fierce fighter with large tusks. Behind him came his wife, called Worthy, a kind and gentle mother, followed by their 3 children. There were 2 sons, Weirdo, who had spiky hair, and Waltz, who liked to dance. The little one at the back was a daughter called Wit, who had a tail that sadly drooped. Not far from the waterhole, the warthogs came across a rubbish heap where humans had been camping. They trotted over and began to explore. Weirdo, hi Avia, come sit there. We're doing a warthog story. Weirdo was the first to find something. What do you think Weirdo found in a pile of rubbish? What do you think? Something, but something what? What do you find in rubbish? What does a human being leave in rubbish, in a pile of rubbish? What do we think? Dust? Plastic? Yeah, plastic. Let's check. Weirdo was the first to find something. It was a shiny coin. He had never seen a coin before, and he was puzzled. He put the end of his snout on it and sniffed so hard that the coin was sucked up into his left nostril, stuck inside his nose. You were right. He shook his head and snorted, but it would not come out. Waltz then went to explore. He found an empty tin can. He had never seen a tin before, and he was excited, prancing and frisking and sniffing and snorting. He went down on his knees and squeezed his snout into the tin. Ooh, delicious beans, he shouted gleefully inside the tin. Then he realized it was stuck on his snout, and he began leaping about in a frightful panic. Warrior Warthog had found an old rope. He picked it up with his tusks and tossed it in the air. When it came down, it smacked him on his back. He snorted and swung round to attack it. The rope wrapped itself around him, and he was suddenly in a dreadful tangle. Worthy dashed forward to help her husband and stepped on a jagged bottle top which stuck in her hoof. As Weirdo also rushed to help his father, he tripped on the loose end of the rope and he fell. He stood up again, but his back legs were caught and he could not move. Just then, a can of doom exploded in the hot coals with a loud bang. Wilkes squealed and her tail shot straight up in the air. "Look at my tail," she said, proudly wiggling her bottom for everyone to see. It went up with a bang. Show them your tail. It went up with a bang. Ray, let's see your tail. Show them your tail. Then she said, "I'm a proper warthog now, and I'm the only one who has no problem. Don't panic, everyone. I shall go for help." "I'll go with her," Walt said eagerly into his tin. Out on the plain, Waltz and Wilt met hysterical Hyena. He stopped when he saw the tin can on Walt's snout, and he started to laugh. Wait, how does the hyena laugh? Waltz had never felt so embarrassed in his life. "Let's go," he grunted at Wilt, and they ran away. Next, they met Bandit the baboon. What noise did Bandit the baboon make? Do we think? "Bandit," Wilt called out bravely, "we need help." "Meh, go back to your family, you two silly little warthogs," he answered rudely. Yeah. At the waterhole, Hefty Hippo saw the tin on Waltz's snout. He gave a deep whoosh. What noise does the hippo make? And all the other hippos joined in the laughter. 1, 2, 3. "Don't cry, Wilt," Waltz whispered, and he felt his own tears coming. They tumbled from his eyes and dropped onto the tin can with a sad ringing sound of tick, tick, tick. "Now, about," said a gruff, calm voice. It was Ernest the elephant, and eager Egret was perched on his back. "Tell him, Wilt," Walt said. Wilt craned her neck upwards and looked into Ernest Elephant's wise old face. When Wilt had finished her story, Ernest gave a deep sigh. "Those humans have been very thoughtless leaving rubbish," he said sadly. "Help is needed. We must all go to the rubbish heap. You two little warthogs must lead the way." Soon they were marching across the plains. Their hooves sent a great cloud of dust swirling into the air. Other animals saw the dust and they hurried to join the parade. Anonymous Ant Bear even left his burrow in delight. Blinking sleepily, he joined the end of the line and galloped along at a clumsy, bouncing pace. What animal is an ant bear, guys? What noise does an ant bear make? He looks familiar. Ernest said to Warrior and Worthy, "Your two brave children have told us everything." A hoof, and then he reached down, he sucked out the bottle top with his trunk. Bandit Baboon saw Weirdo and Warrior all caught up in the rope, and he scampered over to help them. Before long, the two warthogs stepped safely out of the town. Suddenly, eager Egret swooped down from her perch on Ernest's back and plucked the shining coin from Weirdo's nose. Yes, with the tip of her sharp beak. Yay! All the animals shouted. What did they shout? Yay! Anonymous Ant Bear busily dug a hole with his sharp claws. Ready?
same time. So right after this.
Snuffling loudly, he pushed all the rubbish into it with his long snout and shoved the soil over the top. "Let's all go for a party at the waterhole," Ernest said. And he told Waltz and Wilt to lead the way once more. A Maasai warrior was walking home when he saw the strange animal parade crossing the plains. He stopped and he stared for a very long time. Wilt felt sure he was admiring her tail. She wants you to admire her hair. Let's see your tail. Thank you.
Thank you, Davina.
About today.
Well, you're
Oh, Swift. That was dope. Alright, cool. Let me make sure everything's good on this side.
Everyone's attention. I can see you. Okay. What a great day, right?
Well done.
Am I right?
So good.
Did anybody not have a good day?
We can only confirm that we had a good day.
I think that we all had a good day.
Are you ready for our last song?
Okay. Can we give thanks?
Can I
say thank you
just,
first?
thank you. Can I start with my favorite?
You start with your
Okay, thank you. Stacey, thank you. Kevin, thank you. Dolby, thank you. Thank you, darling. Tracy, hiding, thank you. Hi, Dawn. Thank you, mister. Get that one. Hi, Sam. Handsome Sam. Thank you. Hey, tip with the hair. Thank you, darling. Mary. Thank you, darling. Becky with a very, 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 very good African hair. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, can we all give it up for the Kibera Kids Choir? Come on. One more time, a bit louder. These guys have been working every single day for 3 weeks to bring this to life. So I don't know, I couldn't be more grateful. You are amazing. Every single one of you is amazing. Ah?
Oh, yeah, man.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we're ready for our last song. Do we want to stand?
No, give a couple
Can we
more
give them a
thanks.
little hint of what it is?
Thanks, though. A couple more
Oh,
thanks.
really loud. Okay.
We're gonna say thanks to the two grapes. Where are our two grapes? We got Monique and Coralie. We have to say thank you. Coralie and Monique.
Merci beaucoup.
Can we have some ice, like a line of sight? These are the two grapes, Coralie and Monique, and they massively support and subsidize and encourage arts. They are amazing, they are wonderful. It's a difficult time that we're in, and they were so up for this. So thank you so much. We love you. We love you so much.
So for those
We
of you
have.
who have friends in hospitality, we know that it's been a bit tricky, right? So
They will sell your shit.
they are open every day except Monday.
wine, beer, and everything in between. Smoothies and tea. We have 254 over in the corner with Grounded. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. We love you. We have Solovina Wines. New on the market, fantastic, unique. It's an experience in a sip. Simply Classics Africa for providing the beautiful set today. Thank you so much. Maya's Water, where is Vivek? Thank you so much, bro. Massively appreciate that. Go to Institute this morning today in Safaricom.
Catherine.
Catherine. Oh, okay. Who works for Safaricom? Oh, it's cute. Okay, so next we have our closing song.
Friends, are we ready?
Is everyone ready to be involved in what we know as the circle? Okay, kids. We're ready for the circle of life. This is the last one. And then, everyone knows this song, right? Do you know that song? This song. Do you know this song? Do you know this song? Guys, the next table. Do you know this song? Oh, well done. Pay attention. Circle of life. Okay. Xenia, you know this song? Yeah. Get down. Simply Classics Africa. Do we know this song? Circle of Life. Joao. BFF. Do you know this song? Circle of Life. Well done for paying attention for the last 5 minutes, everybody. Are we all singing along? Okay, let's go. Well, welcome Alicia Popat again to the stage to close us out.
All right, choir, I need you to sing.
Are you all ready? Juice in your bones, remember?
Let me just check this. Check 1, 2.
This one is the loudest.
Check 1, 2.
Just scream.
Check 1, 2.
Don't scream. On harmony. Right?
Check 1, 2.
Ready? You want to know a bit of a... Yeah, you have the mic? Phil?
Yep, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Nip. Nip. Oh, let me turn it on. Let me turn it on. Yeah, that's perfect.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Sorry. Check 1, 2.
Mad lag, bro. I think it all froze like around whatever. For the last song, come on.
Not that one. That does not belong in Lion King. More to see than can ever be seen. More to do than can ever be done. There's far too much to say. More to find than can ever be found. Sun rolling high through the sapphire sky. Things as great as small on an edge. on this ground, the stars will fly, and it moves like gold through this rainbow, through faith and love, till we find our way on that path I'm finding. In their sorrow, the sun will give them a big round of applause, everybody. Thank you so much.
Woo! How was that, guys? Come on. That was mind blowing. Do any of the artists want to do an encore? Okay, we have Mandy. Good.
Sorry, I just wanted to take a moment to take the stage over here and thank my really good BFF over here for creating such an amazing event. The opportunity for the amazing kids from Kibera to come and join us today and flex your moves. So I'm just going to ask if we can, in good old Kenyan fashion, we just say a big old asante. Yes? Tunakuappreciate very much. So we can just give him a big round of applause.
Thank you everybody so much for showing up. Everyone showed up in style, in fashion, and with good form. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. And I appreciate every single one of you, my new friends. Thank you so much. We love you. We got you. We got you guys. Okay, so drinks continue. Music will continue. Is that Mayande? Can we do an encore? Come on, NAIROBI. Yay! NAIROBI.
DJ, uko na hiyo track? Sawa. Track number 6, mazee. Okay, let's practice fast. Ain't no city, oh no. NAIROBI. They can do it like we do it in the 254. NAIROBI. Mahasala, Namagen Supu, Kawangware to Buru Buru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Let's go.
Namadem suku, Kangware to Puru Puru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Hey, too far flow, we on the way. From Mixa, then my goofu, when I bounce, funny drop, Uki Brenda, holla choo choo. Jiwe, my yo yo, hey, we got that nunu. I'm in love with my city. Boss, I'm going cuckoo, hey. Any of my demo, Lukulenga, I'm tired. Mkikuta na Nairobi, wanna wave from Bali. Luku, nyawati, put a down in time for it. Sayaki Negish, Movanga Sun, Fola, eh. Niko Idama Paramira, Kidana. Big up my hustlers, one out Tama. My foreigners, Wale, my power, my hammer, my chocolate shredded Gigi. Wow, penny mama, I'm keeping it real, keeping it loco. I'm so raw, original flow though. In Nairobi, yeah, it's not just when I'm on the track, it's like oh no, Nairobi. They can do it like we do it in the 254. Nairobi. Mahasala, Namadem suku, Kangware to Puru Puru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Okay, let's go. Madare, Kileleshwa, Embakasi, Langata, Dagorete, Kibera, Nakayole, Dandora, Nairobi, Tukorada, Kauna Bipa, Humiabama, Bama Hituni na tuleta pamoja, chama, tupate mitatu na zama, ama, eo, ni kama, tumewateka Kampala na Itadama, nayo tunaweza Robi, ayo tunatesa, hata mayu, Pakoyama, no city, no, Nairobi, they can do it like we do it in the 254. Mahasala, Namadem suku, Kangware to Puru Puru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Nairobi. Mahasala, Namadem suku, Kangware to Puru Puru. I love my city, oh yes I do. Nairobi. Kitty Boko.
Thank you so much. Okay, final thank you to my tech team, guys. Eric. Where is that?
Eric.
James. Thank you, sir. Okay, I'm not gonna. Everyone, I know. But
Papa.
Phil has rocked the out of everything that we have done today. Literally nailed it. Creators Garage over here, Trish. Well done, guys. And also, where's Shishi? Shishi! Pulling it all together for the artists! Well done. But honestly, none of this would have been possible without Phil. Phil, thank you so much, brother. I love you forever. Thank you so much, the In Network, Creators Garage, all of us together making work. Love.
Woo! It's a wrap. Alright. Dumps now. Alright.
So I kill it.
Huh?
I kill it.
Yeah, you kill it. We start packing, we can eat, and then have like a beer or something. Yeah, we get some food. I'll be right there.
Okay, guys, I don't mean to spoil the party. Just one more thing. So a bunch of the artists have said they're going to stay back and hang out with us. So please come and say hi to them, take photos with them, autographs, all of that good like fangirly stuff. I would love to thank Bankslave. He's almost done. He's done! Yes! So we're going to wait for him to finish. But in the meantime, I really, really want to say thank you to Wanaina, who's been fangirl, but that's okay. Alicia Popas, thank you very much. Black Moon, Maya, Xenia, Lisa, thank you guys. You're wonderful. Where's the lady? Thank you, Alicia. Well done. Thank you. So they're going to hang around. Yes? Let's get our autographs. Okay. And so is anyone buying me wine? Who's buying me this wine? I have to auction it. You can just buy it from me.
I have a first bit of Toke.
You have a first bit of Toke.
From an undisclosed bidder.
From undisclosed bidder. Okay, we're starting at 12. We're going at 12.
Guys, we are bidding for wine.
Okay, guys. Okay, the bidding is starting. Betsy, Dave, can you please pay attention? Thank you. So